Yo, what's up, man? Hey, my name's Tim. Today, it's my first real YouTube video and shit like that, talking to people and stuff like that, but I'm a big boxing guy. Love boxing. Used to box when I was younger. It's just something that stuck with me. It's something I love. Love the skill, love it, love the technique. And I just like that willpower that the boxers present, But today, man, I want to talk about a lot of stuff I'm hearing people talking about with the Terrence Crawford and Spence fight. Check this out, man. Those two guys, they're not scared to fight each other, man. A lot of these boxers, not just Terrence Crawford and Spence, a lot of these fighters ain't scared to fight each other, man. Now, don't get me wrong, they might be scared to lose their positions. These guys coming from the amateurs, busting their ass to get to a certain spot, man. And trust me, dude, even promoters' point of view, investing money in the fighter and they finally get them to the spot where they starting to recoup money, who want to lose that? You got intake coming from the promoters, your managers. They're not trying to lose that big payday and shit like that. And then they preach it so much, even a fighter with the biggest hearts and shit get to the point to where, they're not trying to lose that kind of money. But truthfully, I get it. I respect it. As a fan, I don't like it, but, being a guy that used to box too, I understand how much work it goes into that and trying to provide for your family. But check this out, man. At the same time, a lot of people, we like to blame the promoters and shit like that, but man, we need to put a lot of blame on us fans. Your favorite fighter lose a fight or something like that, and you start downgrading them and shit like that. That ain't helping. And a lot of the people out here that say they love boxing and shit like that, they bootlegging the fights like a motherfucker, So how can that help anybody? My thing is, I just feel like, like the MMA, these guys lose fights and come back. Fuck. Don't get me wrong, their paydays ain't shit even if they win it, but the point is, the fans still love their guy. And I think these promoters, once a guy gets to a certain level, he shouldn't take a big ass pay cut when he loses. That's the part about the promoters and shit like that I don't like. You got a good guy and he can pack in a fucking arena, you pay that man what he's worth. But to get into what I want to talk about today, mainly is that, but I just feel as though with this boxing shit, man, we need to support our fighters more than what we do. Everybody always saying let's make the fight wise big and let's make the fight this and that. If we support these guys, win, lose, or draw, and the promoters pay these guys the same, we'll see every fight we want to see. And these guys won't wait until they get old in age, like Mayweather and Pacquiao. It wouldn't be that. We'll see a lot of these fights now. Don't get me wrong, you wouldn't have that 50-0 shit like Floyd got, which, debatable. I don't want to really get into Floyd, which he's still one of my favorite fighters, but he got a lot of shit with him. But get back to the topic, man. A lot of these guys will fight each other, man. See this kid? You got Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson. These kids will fight anybody, man. Even Gervonta Davis, which is being pigeonholed by Floyd, because Floyd is in it for the money, which, can you knock him? But for us fans' point of view, man, we trying to see the best people fighting, best fighter versus the best fighter. We don't want to hear that shit about let's make the fight down the line and different things like that. That's why the promoters, man, they need to step their shit up too and get to the point to where if you got a marquee fighter, you pay him marquee fights, no matter win, lose, or draw. You start losing enough, I get it, your range gonna go down. But if a guy in a big fight, man, you don't not pay him his money. And a lot of these guys, man, you need to get the hell away from some of these promoters once you get to that point, man, and start calling your shots like DHP, Devin Haney Promotions, But, that's just my take on it, man, because I hear a lot of people downgrading these fighters and shit like that, man, knowing they can't get in there and do half of the shit these guys do. They couldn't make it in sparring, Like, these guys been training their whole life to get to a certain point, man. And I feel these guys, man, none of these guys ain't scared to get in there and mix it up with nobody. It's just the money, man. Terrence Crawford, Spence, it's a lot riding on the line with these two guys, man. And I want to see the fight, but I know it's a lot riding on the line. These guys are so much of the same dude. Somebody gonna have to get in the middle of that and try to make both guys happy. Because these guys, man, the pride of these guys, and it's earned pride. It ain't like, you know, one guy feel like, you know, this or that, but they earned it. But that's gonna be some tough negotiations, man, to get that fight done, you know. But when these two guys do meet and they do fight, man, holy shit, it's gonna be some fireworks, you know. It sucks because I like Terrence Crawford and I like Errol Spence, you know. I like the skill set of Terrence Crawford, but Errol Spence got another, you know, if I was to fight, I would have more of an Errol Spence type style, you know. I wish I had the Terrence Crawford type attributes with it though, but EJ, man, EJ and Errol Spence got each other's kryptonite, man. And a lot of people think this fight, you know, is gonna end early or something like that. This fight won't end early, man. These guys gonna get in there and they're gonna try to kill each other, literally. You know, I hear a lot of different takes and shit, man, but you got two guys at the highest of the highest level, man. And these guys gonna get in there and they gonna fucking bang, bro. They gonna bang. Errol Spence gonna raise his game all the way up, and you gonna see shit from Errol Spence you never seen before. Same as Terrence Crawford. But us as fans, man, we need to support these guys, man. Then we wouldn't have this type of situation to where we got to do all this waiting around shit. These guys would have fought a couple years back. But point blank, man, stop bootlegging the fucking fights, man. Support these guys. If that's your favorite fighter, you support your favorite fighter. I like both of these guys. I spend hundreds of dollars, fucking a little bit over hundreds of dollars in a year's time for fights that I want to see. I don't support all that bullshit fight, but I just hope, man, I hope we can get it together as fans, man, so we can see some of these big fights, because it's gonna be some, if they set the precedent and we support these guys, we should keep supporting these guys and buying their pay-per-views. All that app shit, man, I'm just not feeling the app type shit. I miss the pay-per-views, man. I do, you know. Charlo Benavidez, I just hope they stop chasing Canelo and actually do something with each other, man, because I think some real shit can pop if those two guys fight each other, man. I got dream matchups that I really want to see, but I don't know. It starts with Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, and it starts with us as the fans, man. Let's support what we want to see, not all the bullshit. Let's support what we want to see, and let's not bootleg these guys, man, because that shit ain't cool.